I want to bring out this is her father, Eliza Shabazz.
Hello, Brooklyn. You know, Wikipedia says that my sisters and I were born in Queens, but we were actually born right here in Brooklyn. It is a joy to celebrate the 30th, I can't believe it's been that long, anniversary of this great movie, Malcolm X. Honestly, it seems like yesterday. My mother, my sisters, we all gathered and it was a family outing. As I reflect on the generations of people who were introduced to my father and his legacy through my dear, beautiful friend and brother, Spike Lee. I also think about the importance of telling our own stories. In the face of so much intentional misinformation or no information at all, and in this case, who the real Malcolm X was, a father to 6 girls, a dedicated husband to my mother, Dr. Betty Shabazz, and a global humanitarian for all of us. This movie emerged as a story, rather an epic story that honors my father in his full humanity. And to have my friend Spike Lee, a brother from Atlanta, Georgia. However, he is a true New Yorker. Tell this story has made this journey even more meaningful and resonant. Now more than ever, we must claim our history and our stories as a people and share it for the benefit of future generations. In the face of lawmakers and legislators who are attempting to turn this country backwards, we must shout Brother Malcolm's name and story from the rooftops. His vision and words remain relevant because wisdom and truth are timeless. These are the kind of stories that we must continue to share and that have shaped me and my work as an educator and steward of my family's legacy, which continues to live on through the mission of the Malcolm X and Dr. Betty Shabazz Center. It's housed at the Audubon Ballroom, where my father led the Organization of Afro-American Unity and where he was ultimately assassinated in front of me, my sisters, and mother, who was pregnant at the time with my 2 sisters. Over the course of my father's short but prolific life, he found his mission in fostering a global community and defending human rights for those who suffered at the hands of bigotry and injustice. And now more than ever, his message and vision are needed as we strive to build a more just and equitable world for everyone. I thank you, my beautiful brother Spike, for lifting up the voice and legacy of Malcolm X and for bringing him to countless people who've been moved by his steadfast commitment to sovereignty and freedom. This movie is a true gem, and it is ours. I could not be more happy that we continue to celebrate its success and impact 30 years later. Thank you, I love you, and God bless you.
Miss Shabazz, get it up, get it up. Miss Shabazz, come on back down here. Stand up, please. Come on down here. Gotta give. All right now. We don't want none of that. It's not the Duffield. Oh, you're too young. The Duffield. I got some quick thank yous. Thank you to the producers John Killick, Monty Ross, Terrence Blanchard, it's an amazing score, Rudy Carter, amazing costumes, Wynn Thomas, amazing production design, my main man, Barry Brown, the editor. Barry, stand up. Where you at, Barry? Monty Ross, stand up, Monty Ross. And he's not here tonight, Mr. Denzel Washington. And then you'll see their faces at the end credits, but they came to the rescue in the nick of time, no pun intended, because the studio had cut off all the funds. They don't want this film to be the length it was. Everybody in post-production got a registered mail, said you were fired. We were broke. And doing the research for this film, I became a student of Malcom. And these words always rang in my mind. Self-reliance and self-determination. And that's when this moment of desperation, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I knew some black folks that had some money, and I had that phone number. And then it took me another 2 weeks to get the courage to make those calls. This was not going to be an investment in the film per se, or a tax write-off. It would have to be a gift. So the first call was to Bill Cosby, then Peggy Cooper Capers, then Miss Winfrey, Tracy Chapman. We should be applauding that there. I'm going to start again. And no shade on anybody. Bill Cosby, Peggy Cooper Capers, Miss Winfrey, Tracy Chapman, Janet Jackson, Prince, Magic Johnson. I had one, and nobody shot out. Some of you might not know. I had one more person to call. And this person is very competitive. He doesn't like to lose anything. So I let it accidentally slip how much Magic gave, and born in Fort Greene, Brooklyn, Michael Jordan. You didn't know that? Michael Jordan was born in Fort Greene Hospital. So, Cumberland Hospital, where Mike Tyson was born, Bernard and Albert King. Born in the same hospital in this neighborhood. You didn't know that? Raise your hand if you didn't know Michael Jordan was born in Fort Greene. That's goddamn. Enjoy the movie. Thank you. 30 years. who are no longer with us. And it's a long list. But I have to acknowledge Ozzie Davis, who gave the unity that Malcolm's doing. Thank you very much.
And to get us started, please welcome Reverend Al Sharpton.
My Brooklyn brother, Reverend Al Sharpton.
You named everywhere in Brooklyn but Brownsville.
Never run, never will.
All right, I was getting ready to run you up that alley. 30 years ago, Spike called me and said, I want you to do one scene in the film. I said, I was 9 years old when Malcolm was killed. He said, don't matter. He said there was a street corner scene where they would always speak in the streets. And I want you to do one of the ladders to speak. He had Denzel in one ladder playing Malcolm. He had Bobby Seale, founder of the Black Panthers, on another. And he put me on the ladder to represent the Martin Luther King movement. But what he didn't do was give me a script. So when I got up there, I said, what am I supposed to say? He said, do Al Sharpton. And that's what you're going to see in the film. But Betty Shabazz, who I got to know well, became the godmother of my children, always told us to remember the spiritual side of Malcolm and the spiritual side of the movement. So as we watch this 30 years later, a film that they took the money and it wasn't supposed to happen, and God made a way through Spike, let us pray. Dear God, we thank you for blessing us with Malcolm X, someone to express our rage and our thought combined, that he brought our message all over the world. And though he did not live to see his 40th birthday, children unborn, children that were not even born when this film came out, knows of our plight because you used Malcolm, and Malcolm allowed you to take charge. As we watch this film tonight, 30 years later, let us all leave here with a little Malcolm in us, that we can stand up and say, despite the turbulence of the hour, that we're going to do your will by any means necessary. Amen.
We're now going to watch the 30th anniversary of Malcolm X by Spike Lee.